Hey everyone, good morning. How is everyone doing today? I haven't had a sip of this coffee yet, so I'm like really stoked about it. That's good stuff right there. I needed that. I need all the caffeine. Hi, good morning. Hello, how are you? Hello, hope your day is going well. It's just starting. It's 8:03 here. I'm hoping to finish site today. It's super interesting, but not a 5-star read right now. Just looking to see how it ends. What will you be reading? I am still reading The Night Circus. I also have about 2.5 hours left on the Picture of Dorian Gray audiobook. So I'm trying to decide. I think I'm going to probably go with the audiobook for a bit while I set up my to-do list for today. But yeah, that's kind of the plan. So I'll probably do the audiobook and then I'll probably switch to The Night Circus. I thought, start my morning off with a little Ben Barnes reading a book to me. Why not? Hi, good morning. Nice to have you back. It's 1 p.m. here in the UK. Yeah, it is. It's early here. 105 in Ireland. You're really lucky that I kind of know how to read a 24-hour clock. Usually I need to pull out my fingers, but 1 o'clock I'm good at knowing it's 13. I wish it was 1 p.m. in the UK where I was. I'm just waiting for my passport and waiting for the US to be put on the green list. Just waiting. It'll happen. Going to be continuing lore. How do you like it? I have it, but I've yet to start it. Even though I got it in the I'll Create box, so I've had it for since the beginning of the year. We'll start the first sprint at 10 after. And we're back to our 45-minute sprints. I have nowhere to be today, so we can go back to our normal 45 minutes. Reading One of Us is next. I've heard good things about that one. Hi, good morning, or good afternoon, good evening. Usually I say that at the beginning, and I did not do that today. Like I said, I need my coffee. Also, I pulled this out of storage. I kind of forget that I have this cup. And it says, one could plot violent espionage and still have hope for dessert. And it's a Nina quote from, I want to say Crooked Kingdom. It could be, is it Crooked Kingdom or Six of Crows? One of the two. And I kind of forget that I bought this mug off of somebody from a buy-sell trade. And so I was like, I'm going to pull it out for today because I feel like I need some Nina energy to get stuff done today. Loved lore, is super easy to read and fast-paced. Ooh, maybe I'll pull that for my TBR for August because I could use a fast-paced, easy read. I'm currently at 45% at the moment, starting to pick up after a not-so-interesting start. I'm speaking about lore. Okay. And I feel like it's a standalone, right? I feel like that's one of the issues when it comes to fantasy standalones, is that since you have to world build a little bit, it takes a minute to get started, and then you only have half a book left to really get into it. I'm afraid to read lore. I'm personally hit or miss with mythology retellings. I don't know why. I'm interested in it. I love Greek mythology, but for some odd reason, retellings, I don't know, retellings and me in general seem to not, as much as I want to love them, me and them don't get along very well. It's just not something I go to. Yes, it's a standalone. That's what I thought. And I feel like that's the case with those, with fantasy standalones sometimes. Hi, good morning. Nice to see you again. Like, that's how I felt with Four Dead Queens. I recently did an unhaul video, and that was one of the books I unhauled because I just like wish we would have had more time in the quadrants. Rereading Tail Chaser's Song by Tad Williams. Sounds like a plan. Sounds good. How are you enjoying The Night Circus? It's one of my fave books so far this year. I'm really enjoying it, and like, why did I wait so long to read it? I love like magical realism, so I love the whole reality with just like that dash of magic, and like I want to go to the Night Circus so bad. Like, I want to see this clock. This clock just sounds so cool. Like when the clockmaker was like, just when that chapter happened and they were describing it, I was like, this clock is cool. And I think I'm at the part where I'm right at the part where he's seeing his clock like at the circus. So I'm excited for that. But so far I'm really, really enjoying it. Part of me wants to know if they're ever going to if they're going to make it into a TV show or a movie, even though then I feel like they'll ruin it, but I also want to see it. Like, if that makes sense. It's 8:10. I said we were going to start a sprint, but maybe since we're chatting and waking up right now, we'll wait for another 5 minutes and we'll go. That way it kind of ends on the hour. Why not? So 15 after now. It's one of those mornings. We're just going to be slowly behind. Yes, it would be an amazing movie. It would. If done correctly, it would be a really awesome movie. And I would be totally okay with them making it super long. I'm like one of those people that would gladly sit through like a 2.5 hour book to movie adaptation of them if it was like good and well done. Totally fine. If we can all sit through a Marvel movie for 2 hours and enjoy it and be so thrilled and happy about it, we can sit through a book to movie adaptation. I don't know why they feel like they have to cut them short, but they do. I guess since we're chatting now for a little bit, what's everyone's favorite book to movie adaptation? Or you're like the one that you feel like they did the best job with? Is anyone watching Twilight on Netflix? It's like blowing up again, which is hilarious. Especially the good parts. Yeah, they seem to cut those out all the time. All the time. I'll tell you my favorite book to movie adaptation after some of you type yours, because mine's pretty funny. And I don't think you'll be expecting it. But I think it's hilarious because I honestly think it's one of the best book to movie adaptations, and it's better than the book. If you can guess just from that, I don't know. I don't know if any of you have read it, so. Okay, whoa. I got like 3 comments at once. The most accurate good Insurgent. I hate both. Insurgent was good until the very, very end, and then they just. I really liked Divergent and I really liked Insurgent, but the ending of Insurgent messed the timeline up completely. I have no idea why they did it. And I still haven't seen Allegiant because I can't be bothered. But the books, on the other hand, really enjoy the Divergent series. I would say Love, Simon. Love, Simon was really good. I did enjoy Love, Simon. OMG, Twilight killed me. I absolutely loved it, although I haven't read the books. Shadow and Bone series adaptation. Yep, that's a definitely a good one. I enjoy rewatching Twilight just because from watching it from the beginning and like being in the Twilight fandom when everything like I started reading Twilight when Eclipse was coming out. Oh my gosh, it was nuts. But rewatch now, it's just like so entertaining, just entertainment. But like they're also super cringy at the same time, and I absolutely like still love it. I think maybe Lord of the Rings or Howl's Moving Castle. See, I have not read Howl's Moving Castle or Lord of the Rings, but I do enjoy the movies. I prefer the Hobbit movies. I don't know about them being book to movie adaptations, so I've yet to read the books. I've tried so many times. To read Lord of the Rings, and I just can't do it for some reason. My phone is blowing up. Worst was a lightning thief. Yeah, I'm so excited to see what they do with I think it's going to be a TV show now. So I'm excited to see how that goes. And I still need to read those too. So I'll probably read them before I do the TV show. Yes, Lord of the Rings and Howl's Moving Castle. Oh, I love Howl's Moving Castle. I actually have a candle somewhere. I think I put it on the... Yeah, I do. I have a candle from Alchemy and Ink for Hal and Sophie. A Discovery of Witches is just the first season. Okay, I just read A Discovery of Witches. Okay, we need to do a reading sprint in like a minute, so we're going to wrap up this conversation real quick. But I just read A Discovery of Witches this year, so I still need to watch the show. I'm currently living Victor on Disney Plus. It's a spinoff of Love, Simon. Yeah, I have seen that, and I have yet... Okay, so I will tell you mine, and then we will go into our first sprint. So hilariously, my favorite book to movie adaptation, or not my favorite is probably Shadow and Bone, but the one I think they did an excellent job on that is better than the book is 50 Shades of Grey. I kid you not. It's a better movie than book. And I think, which is really funny because if I remember correctly, her husband wrote the script. So, or directed it or something, and it's better than the book, in my opinion. Vampire Academy movie. I know a lot of people like didn't like it because they did make it kind of like a cheesy Mean Girls-esque styled version of Vampire Academy, but I find it highly entertaining and rewatch it all the time. I have it on my like phone as a movie, so like if I'm bored or anything, I just turn that on. But yeah. Okay, I love all these answers. So much fun. But we're going to jump in. Heartstopper. I'll have to look that up. I have not heard of that. But we're going to jump right into our first sprint for 45 minutes. I think I'm going to go with The Picture of Dorian Gray for this first sprint. So I can then watch the movie later. All right, let's get with the first sprint. I will see everyone back here in 45 minutes. Alrighty, so that was the first sprint done. How did everybody do? I read about an hour's worth. I have it on like 1.4 speed. So about, I don't know how much that is out of the book. But I have an hour and 47 minutes left. And I think I started at like 2.5 hours. So a little less than an hour, I guess. Can only join the first sprint that I'm at work. Enjoy. I hope you had a good sprint and have a great day at work. 35 pages. If you hear any squeaking, it's my office chair. I need a new chair so badly. This poor chair has just seen better days. Got 24 pages. I've only read 24 pages, but progress is still progress. Exactly. Like 24 pages is great. Just joined. I didn't read anything. I'm going to listen to an audiobook and try to get a few things done around the house during sprints. I'm listening to Under the Dome by Stephen King. Sounds good. I remember watching the very first episode of the TV show of that. It seemed pretty creepy and interesting. But yeah, I'm listening to an audiobook as well. So it's like I have no idea how many pages I just read. But enjoy. Thanks for joining in. 19 pages, breakfast burrito from Wawa and an extra large coffee. I want a breakfast burrito from Wawa. I wish we had Wawa in Georgia. I really do. I wish we had some sort of like version of Wawa in Georgia. Not necessarily even a Wawa, just someplace where you could get breakfast like that. I mean, I guess we have Dunkin', but it's not quite the same. Not quite the same. "64 pages of Scythe. I must say it's getting rather interesting. Only 72 pages left and I'm finished." Nice. I really should pick that book up soon. Sorry, I have my ESPN sports sounds on so I know when there's a update, and so it was just telling me about the Olympic update for gymnastics, which I can't watch any of it live, so I'm just like, here's clips here and there, but the Russian Olympic, what do they call it? I think the Russian Olympic Committee. I don't know what their name is right now, but they just won the gold and US won silver, and it doesn't tell me who won bronze. I think Japan or Italy. But yeah, Simone Biles got taken out and she hurt herself. So hopefully she'll be in her solo, like her individual final. Finished The Secret Garden graphic novel. Is to 36 pages of We Are Not Free. What's Wawa? Okay, so up north, I live in Georgia in the US. Up north and also in Florida, I don't know why it's just skipped over us. It's a gas station, but it also is a convenience store that has like hot meals. You can get breakfast, lunch, dinner, sandwiches, but they make it all fresh instead of like just going into, say, a gas station and like heating it up in a microwave kind of situation. It's just fresh food kind of thing at a convenience store. Yeah, convenience store with food to go 24 hours a day. But it's all like, but for the most part, like during the day, it's made fresh, which is a nicer version than just going into the gas station and grabbing the like already made thing. Michigan. Yeah, so I guess Michigan doesn't have them either. It's kind of like the East Coast. So like Delaware, that kind of side. And then Florida has them as well for some reason. So I'm like, why doesn't Georgia? The closest thing we have is a racetrack. Sheets. Yes. Okay, so it's similar to Sheets, which I've been to a Sheets too. There's a Sheets in, I think, South Carolina. I went to it because Justine kept talking about it, and I was like, I'm going to go. And so my mom and I found one on a road trip. It's similar to that. So Sheets and Wawa are very similar. But they're so good, and I really wish we had something similar here in Georgia. I wish I could get a 7-Eleven here, too. We go off on a tangent. Reading sprints with a tangent of a convenience store chat. But yeah. I'm not sure if it was South Carolina. It was somewhere that way. I'll have to look. The Sheets, I think, was South Carolina, or it was North Carolina. Honestly, I just can't remember. It was such a long time ago. Who knows if it's even still there? But I have no idea. I'm Irish. I'm just confused. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I guess Tesco without the fresh food. Basically, like, it'd be kind of like a Tesco if Tesco had a like fresh food place where you could order like a fresh sub or a sandwich or something like that. North Carolina. Okay, so it must be North Carolina then. Thank you for the help there. So North Carolina has Sheets. So it's just us little like cluster of like Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina that just doesn't have anything. But yeah, for Europe, I would guess pretty much something like a Tesco, but like if they had like a little, so if a shop had a Subway in it, yeah, basically kind of like that. There's more food items than just sandwiches, but yes, that is probably the best way to describe it. If a Tesco had a Subway in it. Now I just really want to go to Tesco and I can't. I want that meal deal. All this food talk is making me hungry. Yes, it is. It really is. I'm regretting our chat choices right now. All right, we'll go for the next sprint at 15 after again. Oh man, I'm like super like getting hungry now. I love food. Yes. I feel like we can all agree on that. I love food. I do love some food. My cup is making me want waffles, but that would involve going somewhere or actually making waffles, and that's just not a viable option right now. Though, like, I'm so tempted to, like, during this next sprint, just quickly drive in my car and go get some food. Ooh, that sounds good. Where does that? I mean, I know you're in Ireland, or so. Wait, where do you get those? Just for future reference, so I can try one. A chicken fillet roll, even though I definitely read it as fillet. That sounds really good. I want something that I know doesn't exist, and I've been thinking about it all morning. I'm gonna go make some food during the next sprint. No one's gonna get any reading done in the next 45 minutes because we're all just gonna go get food. It'll turn into like we're just gonna have like a meal together instead of reading. But I really like, I'm dreaming of, it was something that when I studied abroad in London in 2012, Starbucks had this like all day breakfast panini. Oh, and it was so good, but they don't make it anymore. Okay, we're gonna just stop talking about food. Oh. It's all, yeah, the breakfast burrito just took us all to a different level. Eating zucchini bread, thinking about going to Wawa or Chick-fil-A. I had Chick-fil-A the other day. I had a coupon for a free sandwich. I usually don't get the sandwich, but hey, free is free. Me on my way to the fridge. I want some tea. I need more coffee. I'm almost done. And it's cold because I have the fan on, which probably was a mistake. Okay, well, in 2 minutes, we can all get some food, get a snack, get something, get some more to drink. Make a plate of spaghetti even though it's 9 a.m. Nice. Spaghetti for breakfast. Ah. Thank you. I'm going to keep that in mind for the next time I'm over that way. I think I make some coffee. Sometimes you just need spaghetti. Yeah. Yeah, we had spaghetti. I made a big batch of it not too long ago. It's one of the best things that you can reheat. Like any pasta with like a tomato sauce is the best reheated pasta. Make some coffee. Yep. I'm like trying to think of what I have downstairs that I can go make. All right. So now that we're all significantly more hungry than we were 15 minutes ago, let's start on this next sprint and go grab a snack and get some more reading done. So we're going to go for another 45 minutes. So I'll see you all pretty much on the hour. All right. I will see you back here 45 minutes.